During one of the lowest points in my life, I came across a story that truly helped me gather strength and move forward. It made such a difference that I felt compelled to share it with all of you. I learned that inspiration is all around us. We just need to stay positive and open to finding it. The story I'm about to tell is about a boy who loves coding. Here's how the story goes. A young man sat nervously in a quiet coffee shop, constantly glancing at his phone that sat on a table before him. His hands fidgeted as he waited for a call that could change his life. This was the moment he had worked so hard for. It was the result of his job interview with Facebook, the world-famous tech company. As the minutes passed by, his mind drifted to the journey that had brought him here. He remembered his childhood in Ukraine, where his family lived in a tiny apartment. Winters were freezing, with no heat and barely enough to eat. His mother had worked tirelessly to provide for them, and even as a boy, he had helped where he could. Life was a struggle, but his family never gave up. When he was 16, his family moved to America, hoping for a fresh start. But starting over wasn't easy. He didn't speak English and was bullied, and to help make ends meet, he and his mother cleaned floors at a grocery store. But while his hands were busy scrubbing, his mind dreamed of a brighter future. His interest lay in computers. He'd spend hours tinkering with old devices and teaching himself to code. It was his escape, his hope, and his way forward. Now, years later, he waited for the call that could validate all his hard work. This job wasn't just about money. It was a chance to prove to himself, to his family, and to the world that he belonged. Finally, his phone buzzed. His heart raced as he answered. "We're sorry," the voice on the other end said. "Polite, but final. We've decided to move forward with another candidate." The young man sat in silence, his chest heavy with disappointment. He had pinned so much hope on this opportunity. But as he looked out of the coffee shop window, something stirred inside him. He thought of his family, of all the challenges they had faced and overcome. "This isn't the end," he thought. "If they don't see my value, I'll show them what I can do." With renewed determination, the young man decided to build something of his own. He wanted to create an app that would bring people together, no matter where they were in the world. It had to be simple, easy to use and accessible to everyone, even those who couldn't afford fancy technology. He worked tirelessly, coding late into the night in a tiny apartment and borrowing Wi-Fi from a local coffee shop. Days turned into months, and slowly his idea took shape. He called it WhatsApp. At first it grew quietly, but soon people everywhere were using it to chat, share pictures and stay connected. Families in distant countries, friends in different time zones. It became the bridge that brought them closer. One day his phone buzzed. It was Facebook, but this time they had a different message for him. "We've been watching what you've built," they said. "It's incredible. We'd like to buy WhatsApp and work with you." The young man couldn't help but smile. The same company that had once turned him away now wanted to partner with him. After careful thought, he agreed to sell WhatsApp, knowing it would help his creation reach even more people. That young man's name, Jan Koum. What an amazing journey he had, from a small apartment in Ukraine to creating one of the world's most used apps. Jan's story proves that rejection is not the end of your story. Jan Koum didn't give up after facing failure, but used it to become more successful. When I found his story, that was the message I needed, which is why I'm sharing it with you. We should never stop believing in ourselves and keep trying till we do better. Rejections help us learn and grow. Remember, every setback takes us closer to something better. If Jan Koum can turn failure into success, so can we. Remember, every setback is just a stepping stone to something better. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like the video and hit subscribe for more motivation and tips. Keep going, and I'll see you in the next one.